Mahek Bukhari is a 23-year-old social media influencer known as Maya or maybe Vlogga on TikTok. The influencer has nearly 130,000 followers. She has more than 3 million likes on her YouTube videos and more than 40,000 followers on Instagram. In her videos, Mahek shows off her clothing and gives her followers the hottest style tips and deals. She's known for her love of clothing, designer purses, and makeup. During quarantine, Mahek built a social media brand for herself. Initially, Mahek posted dance and lip syncing videos with her friends and participated in various TikTok challenges. As Mahek grew her following, she began posting videos of Primark hauls, makeup tutorials, and modeling her custom Nike Air trainers. Mahek created a website that featured her service of turning ordinary trainers into designer shoes. Because Mahek's videos showing off her sneakers were so popular, she decided to make custom shoes for her fans. She posted pictures of the customizable sneakers with Burberry, Dior, and Gucci branding on her favorite social media accounts. Mahek became more and more confident as her custom sneaker business grew. Mahek displayed her collection of designer sneakers in her bedroom to show off to everyone who entered. The wall of shoes served as a backdrop for many of Mahek's TikTok videos. Several of her videos featured Ansreen Bukhari, her 47-year-old mother. However, in February 2022, the mother of two and her social media starlet daughter allegedly ran two men off the road, shocking everyone. On February 11, 2022, two men were driving on A46 in Leicestershire. Saqib Hussain and Mohammed Ijazuddin were killed. Their vehicle slammed into a tree, causing it to split in half and burst into flames. Both men were just 21 years old. Shortly before the accident, Saqib Hussain called emergency services. He said he and his friend were blocked by a group of vehicles ramming into his friend's silver Skoda Fabia. In a chilling statement, Saqib told the dispatcher that the two other cars were pursuing them and were going to run them off the road. While speaking with the dispatcher, Saqib and Mohammed screamed, and then the line disconnected. At 1:35 a.m., authorities responded to the crash site on the A46 in Leicestershire. As they approached the car wreck, the officer's body cam captured footage of a body trying to flee from the vehicle. Emergency responders could not get near the silver Skoda Fabia, and they were unable to rescue any survivors due to the heat from the flames. Firefighters eventually put out the blaze. They discovered the remains of two men among the burnt remnants of the vehicle. Though the remains of the two people in the car were unrecognizable, their dental records identified them as Saqib and Mohammed. Within days of the car accident, investigators arrested several people for the murders of Saqib and Mohammed, including social media star Mahek Bukhari. In addition to her mother, Ansreen Bukhari, Raiz Jamal, and Raquan Karwan were all arrested for the murders. The prosecution's attorney said about the case that investigators had discovered a story of love, anger, extortion, and ultimately, murder. Eventually, media reports concerning Saqib and Mohammed's deaths revealed Mahek's involvement and that of her mother. One of the victims, Saqib, was in a romantic relationship with Ansreen for 3 years. The affair started as something fun for Ansreen and Saqib and was nothing serious. However, soon Saqib's feelings for Ansreen began to change, and he confessed to his sister that he loved the older married woman and mother of two. Saqib's family estimates that the young man spent between 2,000 and 3,000 euros on Ansreen during their 3-year affair. He took his lover out for lavish dinners, and they had hotel trysts in luxurious suites. After 3 years together, Ansreen decided to end the relationship in January of 2022. Although Saqib felt differently, his heart wasn't ready to let Ansreen go. Saqib became increasingly obsessed with her and would profess his love for her daily and beg her to return to him. His infatuation with Ansreen soon turned to rage. During their time together, Saqib recorded sexually explicit pictures and videos that he threatened to reveal to Ansreen's husband and son. Mahek, Ansreen's social media superstar daughter, was aware of her mother's relationship with Saqib and never told her father. She even told Mahek about Saqib's blackmail attempts. After his wife and daughter were arrested, Ali Raza said he had no idea his wife was having an affair. Nevertheless, Ali Raza remembered someone had left a comment on his TikTok account accusing Ansreen of being in a relationship with Saqib about 5 months before the accident. When Ali Raza checked the page that commented about the affair, it had no followers, so he assumed it was fake and ignored it. In exchange for not sending the photos to her son and husband, Saqib demanded 3,000 euros from Ansreen. Even if she gave Saqib the money, Ansreen knew the threats would never end. Upon realizing there was only one way to ensure Saqib never showed those photos and videos to her family, Ansreen began devising her fatal plan. Mahek allegedly contacted 2 friends, Rakan Karan and Rais Jamal, to aid her and her mother in their deadly plan. Rais Jamal recruited Natasha Akhtar for the attack, and she agreed to let them use her car. 8 people, including Mahek Bukhari and her mother Ansreen, have been charged with the crimes related to the deaths. At their preliminary trial, all 8 defendants entered not guilty pleas. In October 2022, the judge presiding over the murder trial swore in the jury. As each juror took their oath, the judge explained some rules they would have to follow as jurors. The judge warned the jurors not to discuss the case with their family or friends. They could, however, discuss their experience of being on a jury with whomever they want once the trial is finished. The judge also instructed jurors not to research details online. As a final point, jurors were informed that the case was serious, since all 8 defendants were charged with murder and manslaughter. Because the trial was expected to last 8 weeks, the judge advised them to remain focused. When the trial began, the prosecution presented its case to the jury. In the prosecutor's opening argument, he explained how Ansreen was in a relationship with the 21-year-old victim and how her daughter was TikTok star Mahek Bukhari. The prosecution presented TikTok messages between Mahek and her mother, in which Mahek said, "I'll soon get him jumped by guys, and he won't know what day it is." Mahek wrote another message to her mother saying, "Leave it to me, he tries to scare you." According to the prosecution, Mahek Bukhari was the primary instigator of the murder. Mahek was allegedly concerned that if Saqib had revealed the evidence of his affair with Ansreen, it would damage her relationship with her father. However, she was more concerned about her career as a social media influencer. The prosecution alleged that if the news of her mother's affair came out, she would likely lose followers. During the trial, Mohammed Patel, one of the defendants, said he was involved in the deaths of the 2 men but did not want to be involved and called himself a peacemaker. Mohammed admitted to the officers that he had been given only a few details before meeting his co-defendants. He said Rais Jamal instructed him to go to Rakan Karwan's home because of a situation. In a phone call between Mahek and Saqib, Mohammed testified Mahek threatened the victim and said, "Watch what I do to you." The prosecution read a statement from Saqib's sister Sana on the 3rd day of the trial. Sana said in her police statement that her brother loved Ansreen, who he had been dating since he was 18. Although Sana knew her brother wanted money from Ansreen after their split, he only wanted it as reimbursement for everything he spent on her. Sana described how Saqib was heartbroken after Ensreen broke up with him. The day before he died, Saqib hadn't left his bedroom for 2 days and was sulking. She was asked to speak with Saqib by her father because everyone in the family was concerned about the young man's behavior. When Sana entered Saqib's room, he didn't want to speak with her, and he told her to leave. The following day, Sana heard Saqib plan to meet with Ensreen and Mahek to collect the debt they owed him. She warned her brother against the meeting and said, "Are you stupid?" Sana was convinced her brother was about to be rushed during the money exchange. Jurors heard Mahek Bukhari say in her police interview after the arrest that Saqib stalked her and made fake pictures of her he posted online. When the investigators asked Mahek if she had ever considered Saqib, Mahek replied, "I asked him to talk as human beings, not to end a life off. My heart's clean." In November 2022, Ensreen testified she wasn't even aware the crash had happened. Ensreen claimed to be in the passenger seat of her daughter's Audi, hands over her head, with her head down. Moreover, Ensreen claimed she did not intend to hurt the two men. Early in December 2022, the judge dismissed the jury due to internal irregularities within the jury, and an order prohibits any further reporting on the jury dismissal. Mahek Bukhari, her mother, and 4 other defendants were released from custody on bail on December 14th, 2022, and are expected to remain out until they are retried. Whether Mahek Bukhari will return to social media while out on bail is unknown, but whatever she does next is sure to be interesting.
Okay, so I want to thank the subscriber who suggested this video. I'm always open to suggestions, so if there's anything that y'all want me to cover, please leave it in the comments below. I have to say, when I researched this case, I was shocked to find out that this was all because of a fully grown woman's affair with, let's be real, a boy. Saqib started his affair with Ensreen when he was 18 years old. And I don't know what the age of consent is in England, but I can tell you that an 18-year-old boy or girl, they don't even have their frontal lobe fully formed yet, okay? That doesn't happen until like mid-20s. So you are literally like missing a part of your brain, which a 47-year-old is not. And I don't care if the 47-year-old is a man or a woman. I don't know why there's like weird double standards around this where older women with younger men or boys, they'll be sort of celebrated. I think that's disgusting. I think it's really inappropriate. And when I found out that all of this occurred because of that inappropriate and immoral relationship, I was really saddened. Saqib and Mohammed had their whole lives ahead of them. They were young men. Yeah, it's really, really sad to me. So let me know what you think. And I also have an update for you guys. What happened now? So as of December 20th, Mahek and her mother were released out on bail. It's their first time out of jail in 10 months. So they returned home, and I'm gonna put in pictures here of that. So there's going to be a retrial. The judge dismissed the jury based on some sort of irregularity. I didn't find any more information other than that. Super vague, really weird. Tell me what y'all think. I really pray that Mohammed and Saqib and their families get justice soon. And I'll keep posted on what's happening during the trial and keep y'all posted as well. But wishing you all very happy holidays, and let me know what you think in the comments below.